What's up, y'all? Kofi Kingston here, and I would love to have a drink with Wrestling on the Rocks, depending on what that drink is, preferably non-alcoholic, you know?
How's it going? I'm the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
Wardlow here.
Soda.
I would love to have a drink with Wrestling on the Rocks.
I would love to have a drink with Wrestling on the Rocks.
Maple syrup.
I would never have a drink with Wrestling on the Rocks.
Well, hey guys, I can't believe it's already Thursday. And you know what that means?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's Thursday Night Chaser here on WrestlingOnTheRocks.com, brought to you by our sponsored friends over at Fans First Wrestling. Wait, Fans First Sports Network. Yes, because I'm corporate and manager today. So, you know, you get Ms. Manda corporately. So I just need no shirt. But, you know, as we do on Thursdays, I have Digi with us. And Digi, what you drinking as far as a shot goes?
A shot.
Is that the
usual? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Usual
It's
Black
the usual.
Velvet tonight.
If you're just joining us on episode 1, it's Black Velvet. Because I'm corporate Amanda, I've got my Coke with no ice. It's been a long day. But you know why it's been a long day? I should not have started watching Wrestle Kingdom. That was the problem. That was the problem. I forgot. I fell asleep. Then I was up, and then it was part of it was on, and I'm like, oh my God. But before we go any further, let's get the crap out of the way. Not the crap, but let's get the birthdays out of the way, because there's actually quite a few that of people that I don't want to say we like, because, you know, we might not all like them. So here we go. First person I would love to wish a happy birthday to. His birthday is tomorrow. I'm really excited. He's not officially signed to AEW/Ring of Honor completely yet. But gotta wish a special birthday shout out to my boy Willie Mack. I love the Mac.
Yeah.
He's such an amazing person. If you guys do not know his work, please, you know, I beg you, go do it. He had at last year Supercard of Honor, if I'm not mistaken. I think he did one of the dart matches, and why can't I remember who he wrestled? But he had an incredible match that was there. So check it out. But also, he's got work at Lucha Underground. He's got some Impact in there too, right? Yeah, I believe so. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. And then also, if you ever get to go to Los Angeles and see Lucha Vavoom, that's Chocolate Caliente. That's his Lucha Libre name. So, yeah, awesome dude. So, cheers to you, my man. So he's one. Darby Allen, happy birthday, Darby. So
Maybe you survived to another one.
Yeah, here's to another year. And I guess because didn't he climb Mount Everest?
He did
Or
something.
something?
I don't know.
Something like that. I don't know, but you survived. So here, you happy birthday, dude. Remember Chris Masters? He's celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday, dude. Yeah, rock on, right? Then we've got Bull Nakano.
Yes, yes, yes.
I am excited because in March, she is coming to West Coast Pro to do a special signing.
She is an amazing, sweet, grateful woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I'm going to cosplay, I think. I think I'm going to cosplay that day.
Go for it.
I think so. I think I'm going to do that because she's just so amazing. I mean, oh my God. So that one actually is Marvelous and West Coast Pro. So it's going to be a lot of Joshi Japanese wrestling. So that's in March, toward the end of March. So, but there'll be details to come. You know who else is having a birthday? Speaking of Wrestle Kingdom, Bad Luck Fale. I miss the OG Bullet Club. People like Fale, Tokyo Pip, the bunny, that bunny.
Good days.
I love Allie, but no, my bunny's the one Tokyo Pimp, but miss them. So I just wanted to give that nice little shout out there. Another birthday that I know this is another great one from AEW, Ruby Soho. Happy birthday. I thought that they were trying to break up the Outcast, but that's just me. I don't know where they're going with it, but I guess Harley Cameron needed something since QTV is gone. So
yeah,
it was okay while it lasted. And then finally, I've got two more. One of them is got a shout out to Tamina Snuka. I love her.
Yep. Nobody's meaner than Tamina.
Yep. Happy birthday. And the last one, total indie throwback, Abdullah the Butcher.
Ooh.
Yeah. I just threw that one in there because I was like, oh, on my list. So those are your birthdays. They're not that many, but I will say this is that next week there is a shitload. So stay tuned for that. There's a lot of really good ones. People we like, people we don't like. Yeah. Runs the gamut. So, yay. So, honestly, there isn't much news. I will say, and I saw this earlier, they started putting the announcements out for the Jericho cruise finally. I think that people were a little mad at me because I was like, oh, this is this one of the 4 of the 5 that I've gone to. This one, we didn't really know who was wrestling until 22 days before the ship sails. Now, I was speculating because a lot of people were having a problem with Jericho. Maybe that was coming out earlier. I don't know. But I'm going to say this. So far, what I've seen and what was announced today, and I'm pulling it up right now. Pardon me because I am Corporate Amanda. I am actually a little impressed by. So, let me see here. We get Orange Cassidy again. And to be quite honest with you, you know, I'm all right. If we get my boy Trent Beretta on there, I love fucking Trent. I love him. That'd be great. Chris Lander, I can do without. She was not a very friendly person when she was here. So it looks like we have Speedballs on the boat. I'm excited about that. I'm so excited about that. So that one I am looking forward to. It looks like we're getting. I knew Will Hobbs was coming because Don Callis. Hey Willis, nice to see you. Cheers, buddy. I knew that Don Callis was getting the Bully Ray was giving him his Manager of the Year award, and
Man.
so Hobbs is going to be on there. Paul White is actually wrestling. That's kind of strange. Michael, is it Oku? I've seen him before, but I can't say his last name. He's actually wrestling Speedball. And those guys for the Jericho Cruise Championship, the Oceanic Championship, they're going to be wrestling Matt Cardona. So
Matt Cardona wins, hands down.
I'm sure he probably is going to keep because he's the belt collector. Hello, the indie god. Hello. Come on now. I'm excited to meet Vikingo. I was hoping Vikingo would be there. He's going to be there with Penta, and it looks like Commander. I kind of thought that because I saw Alex Abrahantes. We're getting Top Flight and Action Andretti. Again, two like really cool dudes. This one, we're getting actually Aussie Open. So we're getting Kyle, and I guess Mark is coming along on the boat too. So I am so excited because now I can finally get my photo with the two of them because I was going to do that at Bolo when he was there and got injured. Sky Blue, Daniel Garcia, Prince Nana, just for Willis and our lovely listeners. I have a special surprise. I'm going to try to work with Prince Nana. So we'll see. So you'll have to stay tuned for when we drop the Jericho Cruise episode because I know you guys loved that episode 1 of that. So we're going to bring it again and maybe a little bit more high. Oh, Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta. Roppongi Vice. Love them. Lance Archer, Abaddon, Taya, and Johnny, insert your name. I'm so excited. I love the two of them. I love John. I haven't seen him in for a while. Oh, we get Nick Wayne. Oh, fucking Nick Wayne. I swear to God. I know you're a prodigy, but I just don't like this storyline. I'm gonna go there. I just don't like it. Hey, we've got Private Party. They're on there again. Christopher Daniels, Luther. We've got Gates of Agony. Layla Gray's out there again. And this one I'm shocked by. Swerve. I hope that he does another rap show like he did last year. Oh, it was amazing. It was so amazing. And I'll make sure to film it. So we might have some clips of that. So fingers crossed that he does because it's more like Whose Boat. I hope they make a shirt that says Whose Boat, Swerve's Boat. But, I'm not in charge of the stuff. So little disappointed. We're not getting Colt Cabana because he's done every odd year. Thank God we didn't get the Kingdom. I'm so happy. But I'm trying to figure out who was the woman that looked like Maria Kanellis because they had blurry pictures. So I don't know. But I am way super stoked that we've got some pretty good people on here. And I will also say this. We did not get Ocean Spray because he's supposedly coming back at some point, but thank God not this time. And I would like a little warning, Chris Jericho, if he comes back, because I don't want to be there. I don't want to waste my money on that. Hey, Justin, thanks for stopping by. Oh, here it is. He needs to see a video of Nana showing Amanda the Swerve dance now. You just spoiled what I'm trying to do. I actually am going to get Swerve dance lessons. So Prince Nana, you better be prepared because it'll be great. So I just have to make sure that one of my friends is around that they can film this because it's going to be great. And so, yay. So if you're looking forward to it, dude, we have 21 days and then I'm gone. So maybe I might upload stuff on the cruise. I don't know. I haven't decided if I'm going to get the Wi-Fi or not. We will see. But yeah, no, it's going to be a fun time. A little sad that Steph DeLander is not going to be there with Cardona, because I love Steph DeLander a lot. And I'm excited that I can finally get a picture with Penta, because I've never, in all the years I've seen him, I let other friends do it. Excited about that. Totally stoked. And yeah, I'm kind of liking this. A lot of people that I like on here. I am sad that we're not getting Ricky Starks for a third year. I thought him and Bill would be there. You know, I mean, now
Who knows?
I know that New Orleans is like right around that time, like right before. I think it's the Dynamite before. I thought about going to it on the way to Miami, but no.
Yeah, why risk it?
Well, not why risk it. It's more of, man, I'm gonna get so drunk in New Orleans and beforehand, and yeah, I haven't even decided an alcohol package because I wanted to ask some of my friends, hey, do you want to split it? Because I'm going by myself. I have my own cabin, and say, hey, do you want to split it? Because then that way they can just get soda and I can have my we can have alcohol and split it. But whatever, tomato. We shall see. But
Look,
I will say,
we all know drunk Amanda's the best Amanda.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then also I do want to put this out into the universe, because I was one of the first 400 people to book. I rebooked when we were on the boat. Or actually after we came back, when it went on sale. I am getting, I get a photo with Jericho. I'm going to tell him, you and Guevara are not taking the belt from Big Bill and Ricky. I'm just telling you now. So no, not your time. Okay. Not your time. Not your time. You had a shot with Kenny Omega, but yeah. But anyways, I also have a limited edition Chris Jericho microballer. I am going to be selling that. If someone is interested, I will take no less than $150, because those are collectible. And there's only, I think, 400 that they made. They're not even selling it on the boat. So just so you know, it's like one per cabin. Yeah. And it's exciting. I'm excited. I'm not a fan that they didn't really bring a headlining heavy metal band this year. I loved having Quiet Riot last year. Oh my God, people did not know.
They should have gotten extreme.
Mental health will drive you wild. Bang your head, dudes. Rock on. And so, yeah. I mean, there's other ones, but the only time, I do not sing Judas, as we know. 1 and 2. I also do not like Fozzy I'm not a fan, but when Chris Jericho does on Saturday night the covers of other people's music, it's usually a pretty good show. And then if he does Quarantine, but Frankie Kazarian's not on the boat and Frankie plays with him. So I'm like, oh man. So we'll see. And then there's another one that I need to do the set, because they've been every year and I always miss their set because something happens. But the Guardians of the Jukebox, they play all sorts of like 80s like throwback music, and it's really, really badass. So I'm excited about that. Hope we see Swerve. And as most people know, I hate Bully Ray. He's a dick. He injured me, so he better not come across my path, because I'm like, hey, fucker. I'm over here just being a fan, and he knows exactly what I'm talking about. That's why I got injured. So yeah, I'm sorry that someone I know doesn't like your old lady. Get a grip. You guys gets heat. But I have no problem with the beautiful people. I love them. I just don't like Billy Ray after he injured me. Yeah. I didn't get to see Matt Taven lose the fucking ROH belt to Roosh because of him. Because he threw Hot Sauce Tracy Williams at me. If you go back to the show that I like to call the Battle of Amanda, that's the opening match, you can see. So thought I'd just share that with y'all, So that's very topical news, about Jericho. I guess now he's okay. He's been clear, or am I wrong, Digi?
You're wrong. Nobody's cleared of anything.
No.
Nope.
Uh-oh. Willis says, oh,
You-
Amanda. Hey,
you
Willis,
just-
I call it as I see it. Because I was already prepared, Willis, just so you know. I was prepared if Ocean Spray was on the boat again. Okay. I was going to try to be nice. Okay. And I know all of you guys, episode 1, you're thinking, this bitch is never nice when it comes to him. But, and Digi agrees. But I tried last time. I was going to say, well, hey, Will. But what happened? Well, hey, Ocean Spray, because it's like word vomit.
Yeah, well.
I'm just saying. I also get a little kick out of it because a lot of people call them Ocean Spray and have been. And everyone was like, oh, where did that come from? Someone tried to steal my thunder and say that they came up with that. No. I've been calling him Ocean Spray since 2015. Play my iPhone. Spell check. So that's the origin. But we all know. So the Chris Jericho thing is not cleared up. Did it get worse? What's going on?
It's stagnated. Yeah, certain dirt sheets running interference for it and going, hey, everybody, we don't know anything yet. It's a hot mess of people trying to figure out which wagons they want to circle and when, but nothing's been solved. Nothing's been dealt with. Nothing's been denied. It's just sitting in the open right now.
Interesting. Because we're in the new year. Oh, yeah. Happy New Year, by the way.
Oh.
Episode 1. Another episode 1. We do that. Yep. I'll tell you, it's that time of year. Free agency is out and about.
Yep.
Wrestle
Kingdom was no shortage.
Oh, yeah. And that was no shortage of it. AEW. They did remove officially Andrade and MJF off the roster. I don't know if they did anybody else because I haven't checked.
Yeah, I know Andrade is gone. If I'm not mistaken, MJF has still a little time on his contract. I think.
I thought it was up.
Not yet.
No?
I think it's up, like, not right now, but like next month, I think.
No, I thought I don't know. I don't know. But
yeah.
All I know is he's not on the roster for now.
Yep.
But that remains to be seen. I'm just kind of scanning real quick to see. I will say, if you watched World's End, I thought it was a shit show. We talked about that, episode 1. But also even Dynamite was kind of a shit show. Not a fan of the Undisputed Kingdom.
I think the Undisputed Kingdom is necessary, but I think it would have been a better reveal that it wasn't literally the first 5 rows surrounding the ring, because there's fan footage out of where it's like, that's what they show you on camera. What's actually around is pretty much a dead auditorium. Like Deonna Purrazzo in New Jersey should have kicked off like hellfire. Yeah. But it was just like everybody in 5 rows was cheering. That was about it.
Yeah. Well, we'll get into Deonna in a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was just really interesting because it just kind of was like, oh, I did enjoy the 4-way for, I guess, I thought Continental Classic was going to be just a tournament. I didn't think it was a belt. I mean, yeah, you got a belt, but I didn't think it was going to be another active belt around. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you have too many belts, it just tends to dilute their importance if there's so many. It's like everybody's got a belt. It's like a participation trophy.
Yeah, but they also have like 1.2 billion people on their roster.
Yeah,
so
but like half of them are injured.
Half of them are injured, or they're not working, or I don't even know what happened to them, because as I'm looking on here, like, oh, we haven't seen who's one here? Parker Boudreaux in like, I don't even know, a year maybe almost. Yeah. I'm like, whatever.
Still on roster.
Satnam Singh is starting to disappear a little. Butcher and the Blade, I thought they left.
I
Just
know
Allie?
Allie is still there, I think.
Or either I thought they either left or their contract ended, but I'm not 100%
I'm not
sure.
sure.
Yeah, not sure.
I watch the
Women-
indie product. I don't really watch AEW, for being completely honest.
Yeah.
I catch YouTube blurbs here and there.
Yeah. The women's roster, that's the one that's kind of deflated because there's a lot of injury. But then there's also a lot of people that should be wrestling who can wrestle, i.e. Penelope Ford. But maybe it's her choice. I don't know. But I love Penelope. Always loved her. Liking the fact that Serena Deeb's back. Obviously Thunder Rosa, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
I'm calling it now. They're gonna sideline Thunder Rosa for Deanna.
I don't know. I don't know. We haven't seen Thunder Rosa since San Antonio, so it's been a week. But is what it is. So
yeah,
but we'll see with it. But I do want to say that that if you did watch when Private Party came back out, because Mark Quinn is finally not injured, I thought, damn, the guys must be hanging it up. But I was thinking this like episode 1, maybe a little bit ago. But nice to know they're back. Nice to know that they're putting all the tag teams on notice. They mentioned all these people, but they didn't mention the people who actually have the belt now.
Yet.
That was weird. I'm like, yo, y'all, what are you doing?
No.
Yeah, but I like the fact, I will say this, I like the fact that we have other people now. There's Private Party in there. There's, Top Flight in there. A lot of other great other people besides the normal. So I think that that's a good thing.
It's all about Christopher Daniels. That's all I'm going to say to that.
I know. But yeah, so that was good. Did you see Mariah May's debut?
I did.
What did you think of it?
I'm undecided on her capability. Mm-hmm. I think the, cheap heel boos and that kind of crap in Jersey is just lame as hell. Mm-hmm. It was kind of nice to see Gianna just kick her fucking head off.
Oh yeah.
That was brutal.
Yeah. I think I had a hard time with Queen having to job to her. And if you've seen Queen wrestle before, I love her. She's fucking amazing. Like her, like Willow Nightingale, these are going to be like women that, Layla Hirsch, to some Diamante, these are all women that these girls can go, but you have them buried behind whatever. And Queen is no exception. Mariah May, I'm not impressed at all. I'm not. I thought that maybe I was reading too much about her and everyone's so excited. But then again, I'm like, maybe it's just because she's blonde. But she's not that pretty.
No, they're just looking, and this is true with any entertainment company. They're just looking to get the next big thing, locked in contract.
But that's not the next big thing. I think right now they've got, as far as women go, they have a lot of women that should be the next big thing, but they're laying flat with it. Because I don't understand why they all of a sudden took the rocket off of Willow. Don't understand that. She's beloved,
Well,
but I will say there are so many matches now that when Deanna came out, my jaw dropped. I was like, and for those listening at home, my mouth was wide open. Just oh my God.
I kind of had an idea it was coming around. I just didn't think it would be so soon.
I would have thought that she would have gone to the E again.
No,
No?
she's playing her field. I mean, what better way to go than do like a year of selected performances at their competition, show
Mhm.
their value on the main stage, then go get the big money contract.
Yeah, the true.
It's-
And
and to
also,
get paid really well, right on.
yeah, but also I think too that I think the biggest key for her with success if she moves on to the big guys is that she needs, I mean, she's got okay mic skills, but she always just doesn't seem like she's confident
Who,
when
Deanna?
she talks. I get that.
Sorry, I lost track of that. Deanna?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's
Deanna.
her, and that's strange. I've always found her very forceful. Like she tends to speak very emotionally. And
Yeah, but I think it's more of, I don't know if she was nervous because now this is a platform of like she's never wrestled on a platform this large live. So it could be that.
I mean,
Or I don't know. But what I do know is it's very telling to me that Tony must not think that much of Mariah May for Deanna to come out and ruin this person's debut. Yeah.
or it's a setup a program that nobody was asking for.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. That's totally fair to
'Cause
say that.
that
Absolutely.
seems to be a thing. You know, there are some of these programs like, why the hell
Yeah.
would you
But-
put the? Sorry, I've just got.
Yeah, no. No, go for it.
Yeah, it's like some of these booking decisions. And I don't have the kind of money to make booking decisions. Let's be honest here. I'm an armchair quarterback.
Yeah.
But some of these talents on the way out, because we got Sting going on his way out, done retiring, end of story.
Mhm.
Flair's never getting back in the ring again. He damn well better not anyway. You know,
You,
you have
I'll tell you.
all these veterans, they're on their way out to give people the rub, to spread stuff along as they need to. And it's just like, okay, why does Christian need a belt?
Mhm. I don't know.
Like-
I will say they have so many people backstage who are amazing people who've coached, they've produced, booked a lot of really great shit. Like, for example, Sanjay Dutt,
Yeah. Sanjay Dutt.
Jimmy Jacobs.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's there. And it's like, what are you doing with Jimmy Jacobs? Like,
No,
what? Well, yeah, that too. But I'm like, what the hell? So it just baffles me. He's got Chris Hero there. I mean, he's got, obviously, I mentioned Sanjay. I mean, he's got, there's so many different other coaches. Dustin Rhodes is coaching. Cabana apparently is. What? I have no idea. So,
well,
I don't know. But
Colt
he's got a wealth of knowledge. So,
he can cut a promo. He's very good at that.
Oh, he is. He's good at a lot of things. He is the most underrated person on that roster. And not because I love Colt Cabana. And I have a big soft spot in my heart for Boom Boom.
I would argue that, but that's just me.
He has his place. He has his place.
Yes,
I think
yes, he does.
But definitely he has his place. And it's good to see. It'll be good to see what happens. Speaking of waiting to see what happens, let's talk some Wrestle Kingdom.
I am okay with this.
Yeah, because all right, now have you ever sat through a whole Wrestle Kingdom?
Several.
Live. I mean, I'll preface that too.
Live?
No? Yeah, live. Sat through it. Like got up in the ass crack of dawn and watched it.
Oh, you mean on TV? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yes, all of them.
No. I will tell you this, okay? Even back in the, Omega Okada, like amazing 7-star matches or whatever Meltzer wanted to call it.
Yeah.
Even those 2 days, those long days, I would fall asleep.
I get it.
wouldn't see the whole thing. It's hard. It's a hard one. That's a hard show to watch. And yesterday was no different than any other day. Now, what I find is funny is, as we all know, President Tanahashi is now, in fact, how much he had a hand in being President Tanahashi, don't know. But as a lot of people do know, there are quite a few people whose obviously the contracts are up. And we already know that Okada is signed and going away. Ocean Spray is signed and going away. Zack Sabre Jr. does not have a contract. He's not re-signing because he's not living in Japan full time anymore. That's very telling to me because he's been living in Japan for God at least 10 years.
Probably. I don't know.
Or maybe 10 years, because I'm even going back to when he was in Noah. There's like maybe a year or so where he went back home. But yeah, so it's really, really interesting to see. Now, did you watch any of it?
I haven't yet. I watched the media stuff after the fact. That's what I watched.
Oh, I didn't watch that. Yeah, because sometimes I'm like,
oh boy,
the Japanese sometimes like I'm like, oh, yeah, especially when you're really tired. I will say that it's very interesting that I'm just looking at going through it. It's funny because President Tana is now the new Japan. I did not watch the Zack Sabre Jr. match. I'm a little mad at myself because I fell asleep. But President Tana, I'm like, did President Tana do that? I'm just going to call it as Zach was leaving.
Maybe.
That's the one I see, because I see him coming every once in a blue moon, but I don't see him, he's not going to be doing New Japan Cup again. I don't see him doing the G1, right? So I don't want to say end of an era, because he does love wrestling in Japan, and that was his big thing. While everyone wanted to go to WWE, he always wanted to go to Japan. That was his thing. So, makes me wonder about that. When I look at some of what was going on, I want to go back and watch Tama Tonga and Shingo Takagi. I love Shingo, but we have Anu, but still, I don't care. I want to go back because that sounds like a banger of something, because I love Tama Tonga.
They're both very differentiated styles between the two of them, and I look forward to it. I mean, like I said, I just been busy the last bit, so
absolutely. One that I did freaking absolutely loved was El Phantasmo and Hikuleo. I love El Phantasmo. Okay, I'm going to put this out there in the universe. He deservedly so, I think, was the right choice of winning the Super J Cup. A couple of years that they did it. Right choice. Absolutely. He was so phenomenal in those. And I'm jealous of Defy, because they get him wrestling there quite a bit since he's in Vancouver. I'm like, jelly.
Maybe you need to get your passport checked, yo.
Yeah. So, I'm very jealous about that. The belts were changing a lot yesterday, apparently.
Yes.
So that also makes me think of, okay, who's going? Because Hiromu lost the belt again, the junior heavyweight. But Desperado, Gatsby needed something. He needed some love. It's been a long while. And I'm partial to Suzuki Gun people. So, one of the ones that I actually watched because I did, because I really was like, I want Mox to make Ocean Spray suffer, bleed. And I saw he got pinned. He took the pin. I was like, and so I made a tweet and I did say, I said, it gave me much pleasure to see that. Then I'm like, I'm going back to bed. So, but I did start watching Brian Danielson and Okada. Okada is someone for me. He's a very slow worker. So it kind of put me to sleep. So I didn't get to finish the match, but I'm going to go back and watch it. And one of the things that I'm a little sad about was Naito ended the reign of Sonata as WGP World Heavyweight Champion.
Good.
But they need to have a flagship like a Naito since Okada's gone, you know? So that was kind of nice because now what's nice about that new title that they had, which is officially called the IWGP Global Heavyweight Champion. It's the inaugural one. And it's nice that they're banking on David Finlay.
Right.
So that's the next like Gaijin that I think they're putting a rocket on.
No.
No? Who then?
You really didn't hear what happened with Nick Nemeth, did you?
Oh, well, talk to me about Nick Nemeth, because I was in and out of consciousness.
So the short abridged version is David Finlay was, being propped up like you would expect, and pretty much Nick just comes out of fucking nowhere, tosses the tables, cuts a promo, pissed off, and pretty much is, I'm going to take that title. Well, like, there's a whole, atypical thing. But while I appreciate the Finlay name, I think they're going to go with Nick first and then have it turn over. So it has a little more. It doesn't mean anything if you didn't really have to beat anybody important to have it. That makes sense. So I think they're going to have Nick Nemeth or Dolph Ziggler, or whatever you feel comfortable calling him. I think he's going to end up taking it first because he's probably the more well-recognized Gaijin over there in the company right now. And I could see him getting it by heel means. And then you have Finlay as I beat Nick Nemeth for this would make, I think, a lot more sense.
I have questions. Well, I have questions.
Okay.
Is Nick Nemeth now? I don't know if it's come out, but did he sign a contract with New Japan?
I have heard nothing about a contract, but I know from experience you don't get to trash a press conference without having something on paper.
Yeah.
That's just not Japanese to not have that in place.
That's a big story. That's a big story too. But you know what? That's good for him. That is amazing for him. And
I would have loved to have seen him stay with MCW, but hey, he's got things on his mind.
Yeah. And it happens. It was cute.
Yeah.
Nemeth Light, as I like to call his brother Ryan.
Yeah.
It was cute that Nemeth Light was there too with him. That was kind of cool. I'm like,
that was part of the deal, I think.
I think so. He's like, I have to be there. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. They're like, oh, aren't you that guy that kind of is on? Maybe I've seen you on AEW. I don't know.
No, and that's kind of one of those things where just, it went off, and normally non-Japanese watching wrestling fans, we're like, Dolph Ziggler in New Japan was a lot of the responses I actually managed to catch. And I was like, yeah. What, do you think he's just some jobber that doesn't know how to work? Like,
yeah. That,
you know,
not only that, but also the other part of it too, that kind of made me a little, it's like, dude wasn't doing anything for the longest time.
oh, he was doing his own thing for the longest time.
Yeah,
Just
he was.
whatever.
But hey, you know what? I'm very excited to see what happens with it.
If we get
Are
to
they
see
gonna
him in the ring like he used to be back when he first started, you know, when he was palling around with AJ Lee and the like, that I look forward to. And I know that the Japanese will be appreciative of that level of skill and intensity. If he was just there for shock value at one time, shame on New Japan. Because he's a keeper.
Yeah. I think excuse me. That with him, it'll be very interesting because of course that whole crop of people who didn't have contracts and things like that, I think that a lot of that is going to be very, very interesting to see who's going to be where. So,
well,
and I think that isn't he the first one of anybody who's landed anything? Big names.
I mean, if you want to call Mercedes anything, which
Well, Mercedes was before anything. I mean, she was, you know, like
talk about she was like, bless her heart, you know, but she's just not built for a Japanese audience. Now, that doesn't mean she couldn't learn, but how much time and money are they going to expend to her learning?
Yeah. I mean, I get that, you know, that was her dream. She wanted to be there. But at the same token, it's like, if you really want to be there, it's probably, I think she's better suited with being with one of those Japanese women's promotions.
She was with Stardom.
Yeah. Stardom or whomever, not even just any, you know, anything, because I think that that's where I think that's for me, that's kind of where I'm like, maybe you should have. But
it's a different level of work ethic. I have understood from people who've trained over there that it is not the same way of things, you know, and that can carry a lot. There's a romanticized idea of how other people in other countries work in the business, and you find out pretty quick, not always the case.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I think that what the hell? Sorry, something just distracted me. I had something
oh God,
pop up on my screen over here that I'm like, whoa, okay. So New Japan coming to San Jose. It's the Battle of the Valley in January. Obviously, it's January now. It is a mere 9 days from now. Got a good lineup, I will say. Obviously, we're getting, you know, Fred Rosser, Tom Lawler. I love me some Tom Lawler. We're getting Team Filthy. Love West Coast Wrecking Crew, Jarrell and Royce. Shout out to Royce. And those guys. Getting goddamn big bad dude Tito. Oh, I love Tito. But then again, I'm also, you know, very partial to TMDK. Hikuleo, El Fantasma are going to be there. Shooter's going to be there. Love Shooter. Rocky Romero, TJP. The women's champion, is it Julia or Julia? I don't know how to pronounce her name, but she's going to be there in action. Eddie, of course, because Eddie and all his fucking belts. Yeah, of course he's going to be there. Okada. Of course, Zach. And then the reason why I'm not going is Ocean Spray. As much as I always complain, I have to travel to see my favorites, you know. I know Willis is going.
Oh, yeah, apparently, yeah.
But
He likes the chestises.
yeah, I just can't in good conscience. There's two things. One, I don't want to
Mhm.
spend that money knowing that part of it's going to Ocean Spray. And
Mhm.
then two, the other part of it is I'm really loud. That place is really small. And I've actually turned a whole crowd against Ocean Spray before. You can see it, Super J Cup San Francisco. I totally did.
Well,
This girl here. And so I don't want to do that again because it's like there'll be other times. And I am not right now, I'm not in the headspace to want to right now with Ocean Spray right now. I did my thing in November, had a little bit of karma, but Willis, I don't know what Willis is smoking today, but no, I'm not gonna go. If I got a free ticket, yeah. But I'm talking a free ticket like on the floor, because I'm not driving to San Jose with,
I mean,
I'm
San
just saying,
Jose.
it's an hour away from me. Gas is still over $4.30 a gallon. So
Yeah.
I have priorities. And besides, I'm going to see wrestling on a boat. Not long
That's
after.
fair. I mean,
Not long after. However, I
Mhm.
do really, on February the 17th, I really want to go to Tijuana. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. I noticed that a certain person that I love, who's rather villainous, is wrestling for AAA
Yep.
in February. Let me see here. I want to see who else is on this card because now this involves, because no one ever wants to go with me, me going by myself.
All right, Willis, get out there.
Whoop, whoop, yep. Loud Amanda is the best. Willis, I just, you know me, you know how loud I get with that one. That yeah, my whole voice could feel that. Thank God that when I went to the one last year with Mercedes, Phil Brooks was there. When Willis told me, he text messaged me. It was like, "Oh, CM Punk is here." I was like, "Where is he?" I really wanted to. Part of me wanted to push him over the balcony. I really wanted to. I really did. I hate Phil Brooks. I hate him.
Really?
So much.
We're gonna get you a wiki page. A hit the list of Amanda.
My list is short. There's only like a couple names on it. But the ones that I have true hatred for,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Phil and Will.
Fair.
Totally fair. But I mean, I think that I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I think that I don't know. I don't know. I know I can behave myself, but honestly, I really just don't. I don't know. I just don't want to. I just don't want to deal with that. So, I mean,
That's fair. I mean, hey, I get it.
Yeah. So, we'll see what happens. I mean, it's is what it is. But it'll be, like I said, it'll be very, very interesting to see if any of you are out in California and you want to go down to Tijuana to see AAA February the 17th. Hit me up, because why? I want to go. I want to see Marty. Yes, I said that. I want to see Marty. And not only just that too, but like, again, when I said I have to travel to see the people that I like, and Willis, this is a great one. Maybe we need to post this so people at home can see this quote. Amanda is a mean B word, but she is professional. She is professional when it comes to wrestling events. Okay, Willis, you're going to have to expound on that. How am I professional?
I was just gonna say you remind me more of Artsuko.
This is
Being a little angry, passive aggressive red panda. No, not you.
no, I'm like that Agretzko. I mean, I'm like
Yes.
Gretzko, totally. That is me. Yeah. I'm like, oh, la la la, all's right with the world.
And then
Yeah.
just flips the fuck out, starts yelling.
Yeah. But I'm curious of what being a professional at a wrestling event means. So, like, I have no idea what he's talking about. But I think that we really are we've got some great wrestling coming up and things like that. So I think that it'll be very, very interesting to see what's going on. So yeah, I'm a little excited about it. So I don't know, but I think that Conan, I'd like to thank him for helping Marty.
Oh.
Big time, because he does.
Conan's there to make money.
Well, no, but Conan like also believes in him because he feels that. I mean, he's said some great, strong things of like Marty. He's like more of like more. He's like more known, or he just said that with Marty, that's more of a star, a superstar than any of their top people at AEW.
Oh, and he's not wrong.
Because he draws money. He still does.
Yep.
So
he could have went and did taxes somewhere or something. I mean,
yeah.
Could have read books on tape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? It'll be very interesting to see what's going to happen. Now, if I do go to AAA, just know that yes, I'm going, and you might need to just watch out for a girl, because I could be caught and I could be kidnapped and gone onto the black market. I could, no one knows. Nobody knows. So let's just go there.
Well, I'll see if I still got people out there. I'm just have this feeling the cartelas would pick you up and then they'd be like, no, you can have this one back.
Oh God, I don't even know. Okay, since I did not take Spanish. Okay. I don't know. I'm looking at AAA's website, and I don't know the names of the months, but all I
We have Frozen Amanda. Because of course, episode 1, right? Oh. So yeah, it's been one of those things where we've had a couple of flare-ups with everything that's going on. We've got a lot of good shows coming up. We have a lot of good things worth watching for those of you out there that want to. I know that at least recently there's been a lot of debuts, a lot of second, third generation wrestlers have been coming out of the books, which is nice to see, like the Great Muda's daughter. So, well, I think it appears as we've lost Amanda. So, with that, rather than having her, run around like crazy, try to pop back on and get all this, I'm gonna do last call. The internet said you're out, so she's out. So I'm gonna do my own little toast. Thank you, Willis. Thank you for being here, being a good dude. Thank you, Justin. Everyone else who's bothered to listen to us, like us, love us, or hate us. Thank you, Fans First Sports Network. And on that note, I believe that is last call. Come on, go, go. Well, that was supposed to work somehow. Well then. Oh, well, apparently Miss Amanda can text. We don't need to drag her into things. Hold on. Let me see here. Yeah. Oh, well, I guess I'm still in the air. um. Oh, well, that's some technical difficulties. Let me do a little check. Because of course, episode 1. Woo! So, yeah, I almost need like shadow puppets for this. I mean, what do you do here? Oh man. Think producer guy might have oh well. So, how do you like my ring? Oh man. So I have Amanda here. She's here, but she's not here, but she's kind of here. And did I watch Wrestle Kingdom, Willis? I did not. I only saw the media scrum where freaking Nick Nemeth barreled over a table and went all buck wild on David Finlay and cut this wicked promo. That's all I've seen of it. I didn't get a chance to. I really wish I'd actually have gotten to sit through it beforehand, but life is life, my man. Life is life. Let's see. But beyond all that, with them having a global title with New Japan now, that definitely leads into them more mainstaying, doing some more open tours outside of Japan and doing more stuff around. So that should be kind of interesting to see where they're going to do that. And are they going to take the Western style and bring it more to the Japanese, or are they going to take the Japanese style over to the Western side, or are they going to intermix or both? Is there going to be like this weird style transfer, much in the same way as when you started putting luchadors on main stuff like WCW and WW then F? So I almost wonder how that's going to translate over. Because if there's ever a time to do it, now is that time. I mean, it's social media. You can find out anything. You don't need a dirt sheet to know about any of it. Oh,
I'm back.
are you back?
I guess. Well, I just landed on my phone because I don't know what happened, but the work laptop decided to say, let's
Oh,
reset on you.
well, because I know
Go
you had
figure. But I know you shut it down, but I mean,
no, I haven't shut anything down yet. We're still quite on the
I
air.
thought you did last call.
I did last call, but
We're still here.
we're still here, man.
Man, I don't know. Because I was like, it let me out, but we did last call. We didn't cheers. Okay.
Well,
Also, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's episode 1, guys. Don't,
It's the after party.
Don't
You missed
get
the
all-
last time this happened. It was a sing along.
Did I miss
Yeah, it was one where I had Hype Life,
that? Oh, wow.
the commentator from
Man, see, I
MCW.
missed all the good stuff.
And
See, I missed the good stuff.
you did.
Missed the good stuff. Yeah, see?
Oh,
What's
Oh,
going on over here?
crap.
close
It's a
up.
fuzz.
Were
Yeah,
you guys out
my
of
computer did something weird. Or did you close us up?
Yeah, she got booted, and
What was-
I was like, okay.
Yeah, but you weren't
What
out of
happened?
topics though, were you?
We were pretty much wound up for what we were gonna go for.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
We did a hard hour. Yeah, hard
Yeah.
hour.
So
We went hard for an hour. All right, cool.
We went hard
then-
for an hour.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because there
Did
really
you-
was honestly there wasn't much.
Yeah.
It's
know?
not, you know what? Because like beginning of the year, same problem we had on Wednesday night was that they're just we did so much wrapping up the year that by the time we came around to New Year, who it is, like,
Yeah.
there just wasn't as much. You guys talk about Deanna showing up.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Talked about Deanna. We talked about Wrestle Kingdom a little bit.
Nick
Talked
Nemeth.
about Jericho Cruz.
Yep,
Yep,
Nick
Jericho
Nevins
Cruz.
showing up in
The lineup was
NJPW. That was fucking cool.
Yep.
I'm gonna throw out
Yep.
there my hot take for Deanna is for being probably the single most overhyped and under delivering woman in all of indie wrestling. She's gonna fit right in AEW.
Well, funny you should say that because I just love the fact that because we're talking about Mariah May, how very mid she is. Or not even mid. Like I'm like, really? That's not very exciting.
Do you guys
And
think
then
kind of not a lot of
Deanna,
her?
I'm like,
I
yeah.
I've been watching her for about 2 years now and thinking that she has a
Mhm.
lot of potential, but I haven't seen a ton of stuff that made me think she broke through. And I was kind of hoping
No.
with her AEW thing, and I haven't seen a ton of it, that she was going to break through, but she's still pretty like getting her footing.
it's the match
Yeah.
was pretty much by the numbers. You know, you could tell they were on a timeline. The promo was average. I
Not
thought it was
even
kind of
average. It was
yeah.
Yeah.
It
Mhm,
didn't
mhm.
feel like she was there to set up Deanna. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, I think she has a
Yeah.
character presence, kind of like how Jade did, but a totally different presence altogether. But how Jade was almost all
Mhm.
charisma and presence. Mariah May
Mhm.
comes off very much the same, where her wrestling is fine. It's good enough. She can get by. She's not having match of the year at this point in her career. That doesn't mean she can't get there. But her
Yeah.
character is such that I think she has the potential there to break through character wise. Win people over in that sense.
I think her character, and if I'm wrong, the vibes I'm getting is if you were to take Tennille Dashwood
Mm.
and actually like put that bubbly Emma, during Santino days doing the, whatever, that is kind of Mariah May, I think. And I'm like, it's just for me, I'm like, you're just another like blonde. Okay, there's nothing that stands out.
Which is true, and that was a huge problem that we had about NXT. We talked about it like 2 weeks ago on episode 1. Biggest problem we have with NXT, especially with Cora Jade coming back with a new look. She fits right in and doesn't look different than anybody anymore. And there was someone who came in on deadline and interrupted a match, and I couldn't tell who it was. They said the name, and then I realized I still didn't know who it was because all I could think was another pretty blonde, and that's it.
Yeah.
You have to do something above and beyond, and Mariah May is in that category, and she has, to her credit, for several years been hardcore Barbie or whatever. I do think, as long as we're talking little indie and potential, Brittany Brooks is someone I've been watching for a little while, and she's got both sides of it. Ton of charisma, ton of ability in the ring. She could have match of the year with the right person. I think even the next year, if she given the opportunity, right? So she's one to watch. But But yeah, it's surprising to me that Mariah hasn't clicked in AEW. I thought she was going to click pretty quick.
Well, she just
No.
kind of got her foot in the door. So, I mean, what we
Yeah.
saw of her wasn't a lot, but
And she's
Super
anchored by
Bitch
the
Barbie
Tony.
is overdone. Yeah.
She's anchored
Correct.
by Tony Storm, and that
Yes.
people love that just because they love Tony Storm and they love this character, right? Doesn't mean you're going to like the lackey, you know?
Yes.
And I think that also the other thing as well with, like, since we're talking about people when they're changing their look, obviously Sky Blue updated herself a little bit because she's doing the thing with Julia Hart. But it's great
Mhm.
though, I think, because it's like you're not like your heel, yes, but it's not that, you know, like how the outcasts are, you know what I mean? It's a lot more subtle.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
it's more of, I don't want to say it's good. Hopefully it doesn't get like mean girlsy, but you know,
Yep.
I
That's
have
one of
the
the big
feeling
problems we
that
feel
have.
like-
A lot of women think there's only one kind of bitch, and I think that there's more.
Yeah, and you're
That's
right.
bitch.
I've met
Yeah,
plenty
look
of
at
them.
Did she's like, let me check my
Look at me.
Rolodex.
I'm pretty, you know,
Yeah.
I'm pretty,
I got numbers.
I'm pretty, yeah. Yeah, there's different kinds of bitches. Like, you know, I could be 4 different types of bitches if you really want me to.
So,
You know?
so I do
But-
think that she probably hasn't been given much of a window. And as much as it's like Tony's doing what she's doing, I do think, personally, from my perspective, that even those of us who really like this Tony Storm character, we're getting a little tired of it at this point. And then being the lackey to a character that's starting to run its wheels out is going to be an anchor. She's not able to branch out. She's just associated with that now. So, I
And
mean,
if they went
give it
for
2
the-
years. Let's see where she's at, you know?
But if they
Not
and
even
this
2
gets back
years.
too, in the immediate, you know, if they, because they just got through with Athena and her lackey going through the, you know, passing of the torch, whatever, blah 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 crap. Are
Mhm.
they? I really hope they don't do the same thing like within 3 months of this, because
Wait, did Athena lose the title?
she
No.
didn't lose the title, but she's feuding with the chick who was her
Billy
understudy.
Starks.
Billy Starks.
With Billy Starks. She's not ready.
No, she's not. And it's like, because look at Nick Wayne, okay? Nick Wayne is just a weird phenomenon, right?
Yes.
So you can put a weird Nick Wayne out there, right? But you can't necessarily put Billy Starks because she's not at that level. Like, look at Roxanne Perez, obviously.
Yeah.
Roxanne Perez, oh yeah. You know, I mean, boom.
Yeah.
But with some women, it takes a bit, and
takes
it
a-
either clicks or it doesn't click.
And some of them just
So-
need to grind through it. And my biggest concern with Billy Starks is, as much as I like her and think she's so great, I think she's got so much further to go before she's at that level that
Yeah.
we need her at. My fear
Yeah.
is that she leaves a bad taste in people's mouths before it's her time to do so, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
if I'm going to be fair and honest, look at the way you talk about Ricochet. You've been wrong about Ricochet for almost 2 years now because he's left a certain taste in your mouth early on. He's this way,
Yeah.
he's not this way. And you don't watch everything he does week to week. So it's also fair to you. Not that he's on TV week to week. But
Yeah.
when you go out there too fast, too soon, and you're not ready, sometimes people go, that's how they are. Look how people talk about Dominic Mysterio. People still try to pretend he can't wrestle. They still try to pretend he can't promo. They still try to pretend he's actually terrible at this thing, that he's going out there on the highest level and getting the biggest reactions of an entire building, which is the
Yeah.
whole point of all of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've
I
heard
mean,
people
with-
say that Dominic, you know, that's all piped in. I'm like, no, dude, I've heard cell phone footage from people in the crowd that it's not piped in. People just,
No,
he's hailing it.
Yeah.
you can tell when it's piped in. Like, I think that World's End really, when Jericho came out with Judas, yeah, that was a telling. Yeah, it's really piped in. How much of it is piped in was my question, but you know, is it what it is? But Ricochet, they should not have brought him up until he was more comfortable with the mic.
That's what I
Because
mean.
that
Some of
was
these
always
guys,
the
like,
best.
and some of them,
That's
that's
his
the way,
Achilles heel.
and that's my fear. I mean, he's gotten way more comfortable, and I think he's so much better. And his whole back and forth with Logan Paul this past year was fucking phenomenal and underrated.
Oh,
And people
yeah.
didn't give it the credit it deserved.
Oh yeah.
But my
Oh,
fear
yeah.
for Billy Starks is she's not ready yet. and they're starting to put her out there. Nick Wayne's also not really ready yet. Remember Top Flight when they came out and I said they're not polished as people think they are, and things have not gone their way. Probably due to injuries more than their ability to get there, but also who they're working with.
Yeah.
I don't think putting Billy in a program with Athena is the move if you want to get her TV ready.
No.
That's not a knock on Athena, but Athena's just never been able to carry somebody to the next level. She's still working on herself, and she's doing phenomenal. But
but the problem
is she that next level?
RH actually has some really decent women who are on day in and out, like Leila Hirsch. Now Rachel Ellering is there.
Isn't Mercedes still doing shit over there? Not Mercedes Monet, the Mercedes Martinez.
Yeah, Mercedes Martinez. Yeah. She and Diamante, because they want to do tag belts. So I know that was one they're looking at. But they've got a lot of really talented women over there.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks that a lot of them aren't doing that crossover, but I mean, is what it is. So
yeah.
But I think that it'd be very interesting to see. And I think, like, to go back to Top Flight, it's funny because they've acknowledged actually in a promo that that I think Dante cut. He was with Renee, I think, and he was like, we've, they haven't been healthy, and they know that, but that's what I caught was kind of cool is they even acknowledge the fact that they can't stay healthy, and I was like, oh, okay. All right. Okay, cool. Because they are pretty good, It's just, can you stay healthy?
And that's a trick. And if your style is such that you cannot, then that's not a style that's viable long term. You know what I mean? You can get yourself a buzz, and it's not a knock on Joey Janela, what I'm about to say, but he can throw himself off a fucking building into a truck bed and get a lot of buzz. But when they put him on TV, is he delivering? And he had a really hard time in the beginning there because they wouldn't let him do what he wanted to do. And I'll give you that. He made a lot out of himself despite what was given to him. And it was all kind of tail end and back end shit. But you get yourself a ton of notoriety one way, and then they throw you out there. What's happening? And he's in this fucking... He had his early goings in AEW was rough and terrible. Just was.
Yep.
He wasn't ready for it. He's ready now.
No.
Right now, he could
more
be the
than
top.
Ready now.
Yeah, he could be the top of the card in AEW, no problem. He could be in the championship title picture, and I wouldn't even blink. But at the moment he went in, he was riding off that buzz, and that's my concern. Is a lot of these people are getting a lot of buzz, and then they're getting that. I wouldn't even say the rocket, but like you remember those Evil Knievel toys, Digi, where you'd pull that little thing through it and it would wind it up and shoot it.
And it go, yep.
It's like that. You're
like Duke Kaboom, Toy Story 4.
Yes.
Yes. But I've actually played with the toy.
Yes, you have. I know you did, dude. You got one for Christmas one year, I bet.
Hell yeah.
So, all right. All right. Well, since you guys did last call and I came and interrupted,
maybe this could be a soundbite.
A quick little buyback for you. We
No,
can go ahead and.
I mean,
the boss is here.
Yeah, I know the boss is here.
The final boss.
Yeah.
I'm calling you the final boss. That's your
the final boss, the ace. We're in trouble now.
Well, yeah. Everybody clean up.
Yep. So this little extra with the final boss couldn't have happened without our fun friends over at Fans First Sports Network. So thanks, guys, for keeping the lights on.
You know how proud I am of you.
Amanda?
Yeah, because she got the name right.
She got the name right. It's insane. A big old cheers to Christopher Willis being in the chat, cheering me on over there.
I know Willis is there. Willis said that I was a professional.
He's the
at
dude.
Wrestling shows. What does that mean?
He got the one shirt that's just our logo, and it's not even the final logo. It was like the middle road logo. And he still saw it and said, "Fuck yeah, I'm doing it." So he's a boss.
Fuck yeah! And he bought it, and he bought it in purple.
And he wore it to an AEW show. Like how fucking sick!
He did. He did. People were asking about it, and it's like that's our show.
The shirts that get the most people asking about it typically are the drinking buddy shirts because people remember the wrestling buddies and they ask what's going on. But the idea that like he rocked a Wrestling on the Rock shirt to an AEW show, I'm like, fuck yeah, dude! I should have bought him that shirt.
I need to order another shirt because to wear on the Jericho cruise.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking I'm gonna wear Wrestling on the Rock shirts.
Yeah, we should do that. I'll show you. Maybe I'll even give you my login. I think we can get kind of a few. You can get a couple samples, but not many.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were to get a couple
That's
samples,
okay.
it's for like then you can have them, and then But
Yeah.
outside of that, most of the stuff I get is actually for wholesale. And to be honest, for anybody who is listening, wrestlingontherocks.com/shop will take you to our, I believe it's a Teespring that we're using. I've only marked everything up by $1. We make literally only $1 on every piece of merchandise on that thing. And I do believe there is some things that are a little more expensive. I believe like the wine tumbler, I believe we make 25 cents because I think it's so cool that I want people to have it and I don't care if I make money on it. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Was that producer lady laughing in the background?
That was absolutely her laughing at me in the background.
Love it.
So for the record, a lot of people you see are selling $30, $40, $50 t-shirts, and it's because that's the markup they'd like to make. We are so honest. We're telling you right up front. We're not even trying to get you to buy me a beer. I just want you to have our merch, dude. Like, if you like us at all, we're breaking even. We're paying literally the thing. I get $1 in my account. To be honest, Willis bought that shirt. I still haven't made enough on that website to cash out. It can't send me money yet. I've gotten 4 or 5 people to order off of it. None of it has made enough because I put such a low bar on what I'm bringing in that they will not send me the check. It's not worth it for them. So please go buy some stuff at wrestlingontherocks.com/shop and just enjoy it, knowing full well that we're just here for the party, guys. We're not here for anything else.
I mean,
the other shirt that people love. Okay, John Cena loved the Pointless Aggression.
John Cena loved that shirt. It was his favorite shirt he saw all day.
I'm a fan.
And you know what people love is they love my episode 1 shirt. That's like the Star Wars.
Yes.
Looking font.
Yeah, episode 1.
It's Star Wars.
Yes, I've had a bunch of people come over to me like, "Oh my god, that shirt is so great. I love Jar Jar and stuff." I'm like, "Dude, you didn't even read it."
Dude, this isn't. Did you read?
It's so fucking smart, dude. It says Wrestling on the Rocks episode 1 again in Star Wars font. It's so fucking funny. Every time I wear it, I giggle. Yeah. So, but
yeah, I know I'm gonna get a sponsored, not sponsored. I can't remember if we have yellow.
Do you want me to make a yellow one?
Yeah, because if I can do a yellow one, because they have Deck Wars, and I'm not bringing the onesie. I'm not bringing the pineapple again.
What's Deck Wars?
Even though freaking everyone was amused. I'm not doing that. No, I'm not even dressing up for the prom. But I will cosplay. I think I'm going to cosplay as Timeless Tony Storm.
That would be interesting. So wait, you need a yellow shirt for the cruise?
Well, yellow t-shirt, yeah. I didn't know if we had any of them in yellow.
All right.
I thought we did.
If sponsored, not sponsored, which I believe is kind of your gimmick, I'll make sure that one comes in yellow. Yeah. Maybe a banana yellow, so you could say it's a banana milkshake, sponsored, not sponsored.
Yep. There you go. I like that. This is a lemon slush. They have real fruit lemon. God damn you. No. No, but that's because I was like, man, I really, since the wrestlers who are on the boat, I don't have really any shirts.
All right.
I do, but I don't. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I'd rather support us because, you know, like.
And you wear it again.
I think, like, not only just that too, but like, obviously episode 1 shirt's going. That's already in my pile of what am I going to wear, because I'm not going to wear like.
How many days?
I'm not going to wear my.
How many days do you need a yellow shirt? Is it a 1 day only thing?
Well, only just one. Just one.
Because also, there's no reason why you shouldn't be wearing the Drinking Buddy shirt that has you on it.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what, too? Before you do it, I'll throw one up where it's you and Digi for Thursday Night Chaser.
What?
Ooh.
That way you can have the first print of the you and Digi t-shirt.
So, that'd be awesome.
All right.
Do we still have stickers?
I think they're up there.
Are they up there? Okay.
I haven't pulled anything down. I don't know if I did it or not, but there was a while there was a lot of talks about putting up a shower curtain. I don't know if it's still up, but we had a shower curtain for a period of time.
That's
What was the shower curtain? What was on the shower
I
curtain?
think it was
Look.
just the logo.
a shower curtain with our faces on it that feels more like a threat, less like a merch. You
The
know?
wrestling, the little wrestling buddies. Oh my god!
Could you imagine
We could make
Bishop's face
figures.
just staring at you from the other side of
No.
your shower curtain? Fuck that.
Can you imagine walking into someone's bathroom and they have just a bunch of wrestling buddies of random weirdos from the internet? Ah!
They're like, "Who's this?"
That would be startling. That's Halloween material.
Yeah, absolutely.
That they would be. What is this? I'm like, that's obviously someone really dedicated. That would be, I don't know, I don't even know who would buy that.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
I would because I have no taste, but you know.
He goes, that's going right into the guest bathroom.
Oh hell yeah! I mean,
Yeah.
all bathrooms are the guest bathroom eventually. You know.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Well,
you know, I
hmm.
technically I need to get a little drape for behind me because we're getting my walls. We're gonna give me so I'm not a fish tank anymore.
Oh,
But
I could use that as a drape.
that'd be so good, dude.
I'm banned
People
out
be
of
all-
class.
What is up with your office? You have this thing with weird like wrestling figures on it, and
What if I figured out a way to
God.
just make it was a whole bunch of just your wrestling buddy of you?
I don't think I'd want that.
Oh. You want a bunch of
That's kinda-
clumps?
Well, I don't know. Like, if there's a market for it and people want that, then great.
We can give you a bunch of clumps.
Great.
I mean, you know, Willis
Yeah,
would probably get the curtain. I mean, you know.
Willis might.
Yeah, Willis,
Yeah.
would you get the
Willis-
curtain? I don't know if he's still. in
Willis
here,
is a
but
real
Willis,
man.
would
He'll
you get
do
the
it.
curtain?
Yeah, he'll man
He
up.
might.
He's
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
wrestle buddy, you know.
Yeah, he ain't scared of
Yeah.
shit.
You know, have we thought about actually making the Wrestle Buddies? Because like Ethan Cage made them.
I
both.
have. They're like $100
little
a
small
piece.
ones?
Yeah, they're like $100 a
Oh.
piece. So I've thought about seeing if I
Even
could
for the
convince my
little ones.
yeah, my grandma sews and she's like looking for more sewing projects, and I've really thought about being like, hey grandma, how about you sew me
You
some
know-
merch?
How about I
You
put you in
know,
a
I could-
sweatshop, Grandma?
Yeah. Look, grandma, here's the deal. I'll
That
give you
was my
25 cents a
ancestor.
pop.
Rock-
Crank them out.
Well, you know what I wanted to do is because I don't know how to really do it very well, but I wanted to teach myself since I crochet. I wanted to teach myself how to do that. The little like amigurumi or whatever the frick they call it. Like there's someone who made like the Young Bucks. They made all these different wrestlers.
I've
Like,
actually
I
been
thought,
looking
oh,
at those
that'd be
too.
great
I
if I
thought
made
about doing
wrestling
that too.
buddies.
I saw some kits for like Office and Star Wars, and I was like, dude, maybe I should get into this. Like, this is something I could do on the couch.
Yeah, but you know what? It's like it's a lot of labor.
Yeah, it's true.
You know,
I'm not a big fan of
gotta pay for
breathing,
your
so
time.
No.
Yeah. You know, honestly, I mean, there's other, if you want to shill for things, there's other things that you can do.
yeah,
But, you know, I mean, we're not in this for money.
no,
No.
we're not. We're in
Clearly
it.
not.
Although I should have asked people, hey, donate money so you can help me buy my drink package at on the cruise.
If they
I
were
was trying to tell
donating
my
that
friend
kind of
Joy-
money, I would just go on the cruise. Like, I can't afford the cruise. That's why I'm not going there. That's why I haven't gone for the last like
I
several
know.
years. I can't afford it. I've asked people going
Damn, you know,
if they can
too
get me on
bad
some sort of guest list or
started-
something, and it's not worked. So
But too bad you started for working for Medusa.
she's not
After the
going on the
fact.
cruise.
Yeah.
No, the last time she went.
She went on the cruise?
Yeah.
Well, she didn't take me along. I'll tell you that right fucking now.
No, because you weren't around. But I'm sure she would have if you. Yeah, 'cause she would have done a podcast probably.
Well, we could have, but I mean, even WrestleCon didn't pan out the way we thought it would. But I
Well,
mean, I'm still trying to figure out.
sucks because I'll tell you why.
Huh.
WrestleCon sucks because, dude, Mike is just, yeah. Ever since his wife died, like Mike's just not into it.
Yeah, I've heard a few
Seems.
things, but
And they're
But it
very
is what it is.
corny, too.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
not here for the money, but we are here for the camaraderie, the palling around with our drinking buddies.
Mhm.
And guys, that's been a little bit
Yes.
of an extra spurt on top of your drink.
Yes. Because
The
I'll
after
tell y'all-
party.
It's the after party.
Mhm.
So wash your mouth
Mhm.
out and get ready for next week for
Yep.
a brand new episode 1
Yay!
right here in the dive bar of the IWC. Guys, that's another last call.
Cheers.
The revenge.
Producer Lady here. Thanks for tuning in. Continue to support and buy us a drink by putting the I in subscribe and reviewing our podcast. And cheers to Fans First Sports Network for keeping the dive bar lights on.
I would never have a drink with wrestling on the rocks.